Back in September, the Titans lost a blowout in their last matchup against the Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Jones looking to throw right away. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Jones. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. back to throw. Jones. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On third down, Jones. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bates. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Bates. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look coming from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 14. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
They'll set up a throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Texans at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 39, Jones. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Given 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
They'll run with Chubb. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Chubb again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Chubb diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys would be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on 3rd down, able to keep the drive moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, this will be caught at about the 5. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
51 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And again, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
2nd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out come the Titans now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 1, Jones.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Bates.
And he will have a Titans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 38, Jones.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now Jones. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his target, Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bates.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Looking for Gibson, and he's got him going across the formation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
He gets it to Burks again.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. That's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
78 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and then 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A give. This is Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 29. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he returns this to the 22.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From just shy of midfield, Jones.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
Well, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.